Hi, my name is Erin Melton, and it's October, and Halloween is just right around the corner. And what does that mean? It means candy and carving pumpkins. On December 14th, 2000, in Havertown, Pennsylvania, Steve Clark carved a 27.5-pound pumpkin in 1 hour, 14 minutes, point 0.8 seconds. Now, tonight, due to time constraints, I will be carving a much smaller pumpkin, and hopefully in 5 to 10 minutes. Legend has it the tradition of carving jack-o'-lanterns began with the folktale of a man named Stingy Jack. Now, Stingy Jack asked the devil to have a drink with him. The devil agreed to meet Stingy Jack for a drink. When it was time to pay, Stingy Jack, holding true to his name, decided not to pay for his drink. Therefore, he convinced the devil to turn into a coin, which, again, Stingy Jack put the coin in his pocket and left. Now, Stingy Jack put the coin next to a cross in exchange that the devil would not do any harm to Stingy Jack for 1 year. The devil, of course, agreed to this, and after a year was returned to his true form. Now, again, Stingy Jack convinced the devil to climb up a tree to pick a piece of fruit. So Stingy Jack convinced him. The devil went up the tree. Stingy Jack climbed up as well, carved a cross in this tree, and convinced the devil again to stay in the tree for another 10 years or until Stingy Jack dies. Shortly after, Stingy Jack did die, and the devil then was upset with Stingy Jack's little trickeries, and God was upset with Stingy Jack's behavior. So neither one wanted them in heaven or hell. So the devil sent Stingy Jack out to roam the earth with just a piece of coal to light his way. And that is how the tradition of carving jack-o'-lanterns became. So tonight we're going to create our own Stingy Jack. And so to begin with, you need to find a pumpkin. Pumpkins can be purchased either at a local store or they can be picked from a pumpkin patch, which is always fun too, to have family go with you and do that. So when you're looking for a pumpkin, you want to make sure the pumpkin is consistent in color, a sturdy stem, no nicks or bruises, so that it makes your carving easier. As well as getting a pumpkin, you'll need to go to the store if you choose to and purchase a carving kit. So the carving kit I purchased is from our local Walmart, and it has your utensils, which are essential to carving your pumpkin. If you choose to, you can also use any utensils from your kitchen, a knife, serrated knife, a spoon to scoop out the insides, whichever one you prefer. So tonight I will be carving a pumpkin. Again, the ones I chose was just the store-bought ones, and I think too with kids they're a lot less prone to injury if you use these. So what you'll do is you'll begin with your serrated carving knife here, and you'll go at the top making a circular motion, and what you'll want to do is you just want to go in a back and forth motion across the top, again in a circular area around. Again, pumpkins can be a tad bit tough, so sometimes it takes a while to get around the top, so you may have to go back and forth a couple of times to make sure that the top is loose from the base so that you can remove it and then be able to scoop the insides out. So, all right. Okay, so once you've created the circle around the top, you'll want to grab the stem and remove it from the base. So as you can see, there's lots of guts and insides and seeds, and this is the fun part kids usually like. They like to get their hands dirty and get in there and get all this stuff out, and I think it feels pretty cool. So again, we'll take our scoop that we have in our utensil kit. And we'll just start getting in there and getting dirty. As well as your pumpkin and utensil kit, of course, you'll see that I have a, what I use is some trash bags just to lay underneath your pumpkins so that when you are able to get all of the insides out, you can just place them right onto your bag or newspaper, old towel, t-shirt, whatever it is that you need. And it makes for an easy cleanup when you're all done. So what you do is just keep scraping at it. You can kind of hear it and feel it coming off of the sides because it sticks really easily. Also with the insides, a lot of people like to make pumpkin seeds. And so if you wish to do that, you can take your pumpkin seeds and clean them up and put those in the oven. So those usually taste pretty good. So you'll just keep doing this until the insides are pretty clean. As you can see, this one has a lot of insides. So I'll try to get as much out as possible. Again, due to time constraints, we may have to leave him just a little bit dirty inside before he goes under the knife, or she does. All right, so we'll go ahead and stop there, but again, just make sure the insides are clean, well done inside so that when it's time to place your candle inside, you're not leaving any insides in there. All right. So as you can see, the insides of it, there's still a little bit of seeds and stuff left, but again, you just take your scoop and continue to get that out. All right, so usually too with your pumpkins, you can get as elaborate as you wish as far as your design, or you can keep it simple. In some of the carving kits, you can see that they have templates in there that you can place on the pumpkins. I've attempted to do this, and I will tell you that it is difficult and very time consuming. So I am going to keep to the old school way of just creating a pumpkin with an eyes and a nose and a mouth. So you can take a pencil or a Sharpie, whichever you want, and you can draw your design if you wish on there, creating eyes, a nose, and a mouth. So what I started earlier, again, to make sure that we have enough time, is I did begin with some eyes. And again, keeping with the old school tradition of just 2 triangle eyes, a triangle nose, and a mouth now I will attempt to do. And so you just again take your serrated knife here and just going back in a back and forth motion, you'll just create the mouth the way you wish it to be. And sometimes these utensils aren't as sturdy as you wish them to be, but again, they are a little bit more safe for young kids to use. So I've got the upper part of his mouth done, and I am going to attempt to do the bottom part. So the way this is going, it may be longer than Steve Clark's time because this is a tough pumpkin. So we'll get him. He probably doesn't have a very big mouth, but again, due to our time frame, he may just have to have a small little mouth here. And like I said, it gets messy and gooey, but that's okay. Kids love it. My son was just in here and he said that he loves the smell of pumpkins. It gives them a great sense of excitement about Halloween. So there is our pumpkin. And of course you can look and kind of clean it up, make sure there's nothing else showing. It's kind of cute. So again, everything's cleaned up. A little messy. Looks like I got into a little bit of a tiff. But so what I did purchase too was some little LED lights, which are a lot safer too. So you just purchase these again in the Halloween section. Turn them on. Place them inside your pumpkin. Put your lid back on. And voila, you have a nice glowing pumpkin sitting out on your front porch, ready for the trick-or-treaters. What a great way to spend Halloween, creating memories with your family. Happy Halloween, everyone.